Just about made it there. Hello, welcome to the chat. Who have we got in the chat? Who have we got? Let's have a look. Oh, get rid of that. Brilliant thumbnail. Calling him out. Love it. Walker preaching and promising fans he'll be so good with his ChatGPT message. If he had any pride, he'd hand in the armband. It's time to show up. What's your thoughts on Foden Instagram post? Posting his trophies as a sign to shut haters up. In my opinion, okay. But perform now. When we see Gundo, Bernardo, Lewis, Walker start again, with KDB coming on. If I see that again, I don't even know anymore. Like, it just feels like I'm watching replays of other games. Welcome to the chat glimpse. Anyways, big ups to you all. Let me make sure I've got the right graphic on. I do, and there you go. So that is my predicted 11. Not necessarily what I want, FYI. This is just what I think we're going to see. So have a look. Feel free to tell me I'm wrong. But this is just what I think is going to be on the team sheet tomorrow. You know, it's genuinely what I'm seeing. Hull looking to have a manager by Saturday, it says Glimpse. Nice. I assume Saturday after more than 3 months is away kit day, please. Women played Palace in away kit. How are you, by the way? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm very good. Please, I beg that we're wearing our home kit. No, away kit on the weekend. And whenever we play away next, because we've worn that like once. One time. It's a disgrace. Just want the proper Christmas period to come now. Yeah, you really start to feel it like the second half, like the 12th. That's when it really starts to kick in. And that like Christmas feel, because obviously I'm already feeling it, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people are. But you know, I think after the 12th, people really start to feel it. Anyways, though, so I'll start with the goalkeeper, Ortega. Look, I didn't think he'd start versus Liverpool. It was a topic that was brought up in the match preview. I didn't think he'd start. He started. Now then, Edison against Feyenoord did things which got him dropped. You know, those mistakes, I'm not going to go into them again, but those mistakes got him dropped, in my opinion. Pep will say it was something else. Again, it very well could be, but I think it was the mistakes for the most part. And Ortega came in. I don't think Ortega did anything bad enough for him to get booted out of the team. You know, I don't think Ortega was bad enough to lose his spot. What, he concedes a penalty and then he concedes a goal due to bad marking on his back post. I don't think he's out of the squad because of that. I saw a City fan saying Bernardo Silva is still world class, and will be more effective than Oscar Bob. Maybe 4 years ago, 2 years ago, Bernardo. You know, not this Bernardo, not at the moment. Hull got Doncaster at home in the cup. Is that good for you guys? By the way, Oscar Bob can't take pens. Remember this comment? Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, I actually watched that video. Yes. The FA Cup draw. Man, I'm actually fuming I couldn't cover it because I scheduled a live stream, but I put it on private, okay? Because the computer was playing up. So I had it ready. Then I go to on it yesterday to see if it works, and the computer's just bugging. But they're quite literally just bugging, like just bugs all over. It's super slow. Couldn't do anything essentially. So yeah, anyways, decent draw, Salford, I suppose. Hopefully we'll have a win by then. Thanks for shouting me out in the community tab. No problem. Last time we played Doncaster, lost 2-1 at home in Cup. Oh, unlucky. I watched it today. Let's destroy Gary Neville's team. Gary Neville's team. What is he? Is he a Salford fan or something? I'm gonna guess. Yeah, so Ortega at right back. No, yeah, right back. Nice one. In goal. Kyle Walker right back. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, oh, what a weird one from you, considering you've been leading the, well, not leading, but you've been on the very much Kyle Walker out train. And I have been on that train. I booked my ticket sometime early in the season, maybe September time. Definitely wanted him out of the team at the very minimum. So, I've had a seat for a bit now. But look, a part of me, whilst I don't necessarily want Walker to start, knowing the mistakes he makes and all the goals he concedes, but a part of me wants him to start now, because do you know what would be kind of funny, but also a bit annoying? If he puts out this statement, okay, it's on my Instagram if you want to have a look at it. He puts out this statement saying about how the players know it's a difficult time, and how the fans, and they know the fans are feeling it, but now it's time to stay united as one. We will be back, stuff like that. Okay. That's a lovely statement from Kyle Walker. Whether he wrote it or not, I don't really mind. I don't care. Back it up now. If I see Kyle Walker tomorrow go and drop an absolute stinker, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he posts next. If he does, I'm excited to see what that is. If he has a stinker tomorrow and we lose the game, I actively want to see what he'll post. So look, Walker, don't want him, but at the same time, I want to see Walker do good. I want to see every single City player play well. Every time a City player walks onto the field, I want to see them go out and just play well. I want to see that more than anything. And Walker, if he backs that statement, fair play. But the thing is, he's just been so poor for a while now, and it just worries me seeing him play. Akanji, it's been a bit of a drop-off recently in the quality that we would normally love him to be. I don't think he's been as good as he can be. Hopefully he can hit those levels soon, but we aren't really spoiled for choice. It's either Vardio goes left centre-back or Ake goes left centre-back. I don't want Ake to leave left-back at the moment, because I thought he was brilliant against Liverpool. I don't want to see that happen. Vardio could go left centre-back and Diaz goes right centre-back, but I don't think Vardio's going to start there, so therefore I think Akanji goes in. Haaland, Foden, Walker putting out chat GPT messages. Okay, perform now. Yeah, that's the thing, okay? Look, putting out those messages is fine. As long as it's a nice message, okay? Again, whether you wrote it or not, doesn't really matter to me. Okay, as long as it's a nice message, sure, whatever. But it only matters to me. It only has any meaning to me if you actually back up what you're saying. Phil Foden says, we'll be back. Okay? Come back. If Phil Foden says in like an interview or whatever, I'm gonna try and get back to my form soon. Get back to your form soon then, because we need it now rather than soon. Sooner rather than later, as it would go. We absolutely need this team to actually turn up for us. It's absolutely massive that he does. That all of them do, especially the big players. Phil Foden established himself last season as a bit of a clutch player, a bit of a big game player, a player that would score in big games. Got man of the match at the Bernabeu. He established himself as that. He earned that on himself to be put on that level of pristine, next to players like Haaland and De Bruyne in their strengths. You streaming on Connect Gaming today? Yes, I am. 6:30. Be there or be square. In about 47 minutes. So, yeah, see you there. I watched it back. Why didn't you square it? What, the one where... Oh, wait. I agree. When KDB came on, his legs absolutely cooked, sadly. When you say you watched it back, are you on about the chance where like he tackles Van Dijk and he's in 1-on-1? I haven't watched it back, I'm not going to lie, but he should score that either way. KDB missed versus Liverpool. That was awful. That was awful to watch. Keeper does well, like, but it's Kevin De Bruyne. Ake left back. Yeah, I think he was brilliant on. I think in terms of locking players down, he can do that really well, and I think he can only really do that from the full back. You know, I'm really happy to have Ake at left back at the moment. You know, that's what's great. It's great having two great left backs who can compete for the left back spot. Vardy went on a good run of games there. He drops off in quality. Ake comes in. It's Ake's window now. It's Ake's spot until he messes up, in my opinion. You know, that's how I'm looking at it. If you want to give Vardy a chance at centre back, feel free, because the defence needs some help. Diaz's leadership, we absolutely need it right now. And hopefully Diaz, look, I think Diaz needs to be the established captain of the team. Every time he goes into an interview, not putting out a silly post on Instagram, actually goes out there and speaks with his words. There's just a load of confidence. Sorry, I just had a message. You know, like, I don't think Vardy's going to play there, although I think having a pacey centre-back has been proven to be good, you know. Look at some of the best teams in the league in terms of defensive. Arsenal. I don't know how quick Gabriel is, but I know Saliba is rapid. That tackle Ake did on Salah, couldn't imagine what Vardy would do there. Ake was brilliant in that game, you know. I think he was like the one player that I looked at, I was like, brilliant. Call me silly, Ake pocketed Salah. His assist game when Akanji had him. I did see that. You know, on the watch back, I saw that it was Akanji, not Ake. You know, I do think Ake did really good. Only bad thing about the text at the bottom, it feels pretty. Oh, prefer the second picture on your graphic. Don't like the text at the top. Don't like the text at the bottom. Miles better, in my opinion. The only bad thing about the text. Okay. All right. This is probably my bad. But not a disrespect to you. This isn't what I posted. Isn't a like. How do I say it? Basically, the first graphic, the older picture with the writing at the bottom, that is an old graphic I used to use. Hence, in the title of that post saying "old graphic plus new graphic." That is an old graphic that I used from the beginning of my streaming to about March. And then the new graphic, this variation of it came at the beginning of the season, but it was also used at late last season. And at the moment, spoiler, but I am making a combination of the both, essentially, using the best bits of both. So that was like a little hint at it's the old graphic plus the new graphic, creating a brand new graphic, essentially. There you go. Nah, it's fine. But I do agree that the writing at the bottom is a bit annoying, if I was still using that. Call me, oh wait, no. Stones must go, apparently no one close to return. He can't stay fit for 5 games, which is annoying. And then, do you know what will be even more annoying? He comes back, he gets injured. You know? Oh, he comes back and he goes on international break, gets injured. You know, that would be typical. I do think Stone's got to go. I know Ake does get it rough a bit on his injuries, but I feel like he's miles better than Stones. You know, I do trust Ake to stay fit for a good run of games at the very least. Reece James can't stay fit for 90 minutes. True. I can't argue with that. Anyway, moving into the pivot. I've kept Rico Lewis in there, despite, what we think of Rico in that position. I've kept Rico there simply because, well, number one, I think Pep knows that his pivot, being where Rico and Gundo play, I think Pep knows that whilst Bernardo has been playing there, or Cove has been playing there with Gundo, or whoever's been playing there, that is above 30, I think he knows that they haven't really got the legs. And so Rico, who has played that position, has been put in there with the legs. It's partly why I didn't put Rico at right back, why I think he can play quite well. I don't think Rico is going to play it right back as long as we have that problem in the midfield. Now then, I'll say it again, why not just give Nico Riley a go? We're at a bad point of the season, you might as well give it a bash. You say you got your trusted players and all that, and you got to trust those guys to get your results. Can you trust 6 losses in 7? Fumbling a 3-0 lead? Is that the trust you give to your trusted players? Not for me. You've got to experiment. You've got to experiment for me. Anyway, onto the front four. I'm going to start at the left wing. Doku, I think Doku's got a good left wing for me. As long as he is fit, I think Doku should play. I know he has had little injury issues, but I think Doku's a great player, and I think we could hugely punish teams using him. I think Doku did really good against Liverpool, was one of the shining lights in the team, that is for sure. Definitely best player off the bench. I thought Doku was brilliant. Hope he can have the same impact against FORREST. I'm not really sure how FORREST play this season. I haven't actually gone out and watched a game of them, so I'm not really sure what system we're going up against. So going off of Doku's great game against Liverpool, I'm more than willing to start Doku again. Yeah. Ipswich vs Palace is such a huge relegation battle today. Atmosphere at Portman Road is unreal. Me personally, I think Palace go down this season. Oof, interesting. Guess we'll come back to that at the end of the season. Foden. Foden at the cam. If we lose this game, thoughts? I don't even want to think about it, because where would that even leave us in the league? It would leave us miles off of, well, a good chunk off top 4, even lower in the league. If we win this game, on to the next one. Look, we beat Southampton on October 26th, but from what I hear, it wasn't exactly an inspiring result. On another day, we lose that game, maybe, or draw that game, and this unbeaten run and this losing / winless run has lasted even longer. Pep fault for De Bruyne the 3rd time. I just want to know De Bruyne, because with Aguero we knew that he was suffering injuries, in his last season. With Sergio, we knew that because it was evident and we were told. With De Bruyne, we haven't been told. He just keeps getting put on the bench and getting 20 minutes-ish. We haven't been told what the score is with Kevin De Bruyne. If we can just hear it, I just want to hear it, whether it's from De Bruyne or Pep. I want to hear them say. De Bruyne's got an injury that can't really be fixed at the moment. It's gonna be a long one, but we've got him for at least 20 minutes every game. Or if it's a personal problem, or if it's whatever. I just want to know at this point. Don't need to know the ins and outs. Just give me a rough idea. If we win this game, it'll be as much going to the next one and winning that. We need to get a little run going now. That's the key thing. Know what it's like to win again. Get back in that feel and don't lose it. If we draw this game, it's just a continuation of the madness we've been feeling as of late. Let me just have a look at the Premier League table. a draw keeps us. A draw. Let's say we drew right now, we would go up to 4th place. But teams are going to play. Let's see what big games we've got going on. Liverpool, Newcastle, United, Arsenal. Man, these all have to be going on. Well, United, Arsenal, I'd probably cover that. United, Arsenal, that's an opportunity for Arsenal to drop points, but Arsenal aren't the concern right now. It's Liverpool. And do I think that 11th in the league, Newcastle, have got it? Their home record, not too long ago, it wasn't too bad, but last time they played at home, 2-0 loss to West Ham. To be fair, they beat Arsenal not long ago and Chelsea. A 1-0 loss at home to Brighton. It's just worrying. We conceded the 6th most goals in the Premier League this season. I know the defence is evidently an issue. For goals against, we are on 19. We conceded 19 and scored 22. And for reference, 19 is the worst amount of goals conceded in the top 7. And it is the second worst amount of goals conceded in the top 11. The only teams with worse, the only team that has worse than us is Brentford, who are 8th with 23 goals conceded. Our goal difference is awful, though, with a goal difference of 3. United's is higher. Fair enough, it's 4, but still. And bear in mind, if we lost tomorrow and United won against Arsenal, I can't see that happening, but if they did, United are 1 point behind us. So that is just reference for how we would be in the league. We're on the worst form in the league right now, and I mean that literally. Every team is even if it's a slight difference, is on better form than us. The only team that comes close is Leicester, who in the last 4 games have gotten a draw. In the last 4 games, though, we're on the worst form in the league. Laptop literally is frozen now. Oh, unlucky. If we win, we go second. Yes, we do, but Arsenal need to play, Chelsea need to play, and Brighton need to play. The only teams that could realistically drop points, if we find out now. The only teams that are realistically dropping points are Southampton, Chelsea. Chelsea will win that probably. Brighton, Fulham. Fulham are a decent team, so I give them a chance. And Arsenal, United, and I think Arsenal will win there. You see my 13th comment. 13th. We conceded the 6th most goals in the league. If results all go against us, we'd be 13th on Sunday evening. There you go. So, well, look, yeah, if we win tomorrow and the other teams lose, we're second. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Maybe we'll make it to 4th at the moment. But, look, it's not looking good either way. Back to the predicted 11, though. Nunes off the right. Now, I do think Nunes can do a job off the right. Against Feyenoord, he went for the right-hand side for a bit and did decent. That's where he got the assist for Haaland. So I don't think it's the worst idea. So he has played there before. Top 4 race must secure it if we want top-class players for rebuild. Yeah, that is true. Getting top 4 is good because, it's Florian Wirtz going to want to go to a Europa League team, as ridiculous as that sounds. Rodri back for 2025 March. What's his source? I can't see that being the case. Maybe back doing light training. But back. I ain't so sure. look, I think Nunes has been one of the better players as of late. He had a tough time on Trent, but, we all have bad days. So hopefully he can just pick it right back up against Forest, and we'll see how it goes. Last season, when we played Forest at the Etihad, I know he got... Oh, was that a 1-0? No, it was a 2-0 game, wasn't it? Foden and Haaland scored. And I know he got an assist. So maybe we'd have something reminiscent of that. But we'll see, won't we? Haaland up top. Look, against Liverpool, you got no service, so it's hard to blame you. But a single chance comes to you, a single half-decent opportunity that a world-class striker should score, you've got to take it. You've got to take it. That's all I'll say. 2-0 win, Foden first goal of the season. Yeah, I remember it. Believe Walker assisted him. Nice, and then Foden half volley into the net. It was a nice little goal from Foden. Hopefully you get another tonight. Well, tomorrow night. Now then, that goes to predicted 11. Streams Night VX have one topic to bring up specifically for the defense. Watch Chris Wood. Chris Wood is on 9 goals this season. He's been one of the most prolific strikers in the league. Me personally, I'm disgusted with the club. Obviously, that's in Barca friends in the away end. Isaac said, Soriano or Tiki at fault. I mean, if you really want to get your buddies in, can't you put them in a VIP box or something? You really want that. Don't they have, surely people that high up in the club can get a little box with them? Hello, Tarsif. Yeah, but for the defence, watch Chris Wood. He's on 9 goals this season. He's had a hat-trick. He's not a force. He is a force to be reckoned with. Keep on that guy. He's a tall guy. He can get onto them. We already suffered at his clutches 2 years ago. No, last year, early last year. Bernardo Silva scored that great volley on the edge of the box, and then Chris Wood gets a late goal because we can take chances. Don't let history repeat itself. Score prediction for Man City vs Forest. I'll go positive, and I'll say 2-0. Like last year, but we'll see. We will see. That is the main topic of the stream over there. Chris Wood, please don't cook us. And please, defense, turn up. Walker, practice what you preach. But anyways. Oh wait, yeah, I remember that. That was insane. Yeah, have another game like that, please. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. You guys have been great, and I will see you all. Well, if you guys want to, I am live in 29 minutes on Connect Gaming, covering part 16. Hopefully, we'll get a win, unlike City at the moment. See, let Connect cook, because glimpses Connect out and all that, but I'm currently better than Pep on form. Anyway, see you later. Watch me have a nightmare stream now.